Hey everyone, welcome to episode 37 of the Pokemon Premier League. Mrs. XR still isn't here, still can't get together due to work schedules, so it's just me again. So let's have a look at the table before we start off the match. In the last episode we had British Time versus Sacred Fire Negro. British Time won it, putting them both on 9 points. In today's match it is going to be us, the PairOfExiles, versus OzzyAndAli. We're going to be looking for the win here to propel us into first place, while OzzyAndAli are going to be looking for the win to put them in the same position as Sacred Fire Negro and British Time. So without further ado, let's get this RU match started. OzzyAndAli start off with the Drapion while we start off with the Blondie. I'm pretty sure Miss Exile fought this battle. Sets up the Toxic Spikes while Miss Exile goes for the Thunder Wave. Starts setting up the Stealth Rocks as well from the Blondie as the Parahacks take on the Drapion. She switches out the Blondie. In comes Light Metal, the Durant, not affected by those Toxic Spikes with part Steel as more Parahacks happen on the Drapion. OzzyAndAli switch out into the Typhlosion. Miss Exile goes for the Hone Claws, predicting a switch there. She switches out, predicting some kind of Flamethrower or something, into the Grandpa. Flamethrower does come out and Grandpa resists it well, but gets burned, which isn't good for this Aerodactyl because I know it's a physical attacking one. OzzyAndAli switch out the Typhlosion into the Dust Noir, which starts exerting the pressure. Stone Edge isn't going to do much due to the burn as well. Gets the leftovers back while Aerodactyl's hurt by the burn. Goes for the Fire Fang now. Miss Exile going for a burn on Dust Noir as well. Ice Beam's going to finish off that Aerodactyl though. It's going to put OzzyAndAli at an early lead. Miss Exile brings out her own Dust Noir, the Tubby. OzzyAndAli switch out theirs into the Drapion again. Hurt by the rocks and still paralysed. Miss Exile goes for the substitute though, gets the leftovers back but taken back down due to the poison of the Toxic Spikes. Goes for the Sucker Punch, only does 8% damage. Earthquake doesn't even destroy the substitute though, this is one physically defensive Dust Noir that Miss Exile has here. Goes for the Shadow Sneak, that does 7 as well. So even though Drapion can't take down the substitute, there really isn't much Miss Exile can do to hurt this thing. She switches out the Dust Noir into the Light Metal again. Parahacks are not working for OzzyAndAli this turn. Superpower misses from the Durant as the Earthquake comes out. Durant takes the hit well. They switch out the Drapion into the Typhlosion again, hurt by the rocks. Superpower going to hit that Typhlosion and finish it off. And down goes OzzyAndAli's Fire type. They bring out the Poliwrath now. Stones dig into the Poliwrath, not going to do much. Miss Exile switches out the Durant into the Blondie again. Takes the Ice Punch moderately well. Gets some leftovers back. Switch out for the Poliwrath into the Aerodactyl now. Hurt by the rocks. Heal Bell gonna go. Get rid of the poison on that Dust Noir. Leftovers comes back to the Blondie though. OzzyAndAli set up a Stealth Rocks. Miss Exile goes for the Thunder Wave on the Aerodactyl. That's not going to do wonders for Aerodactyl. Part of its deadliness is in its speed, which is now decreased. Feeling Fresh comes out. Hurt by the poison and gets rocked. Rock Slide going to take the Feeling Fresh Lilligant down to low health. Sitting on 20. Giga Drain comes out, does neutral damage. Brings Lilligant back up to half health. The Parahacks there stops the Rock Slide from finishing off the Lilligant. Hurt by the poison. And the Giga Drain finishes off the Aerodactyl there. Woo! And Lilligant is sitting at over half health. Dust Noir comes out now, exerting some pressure. Sleep Powder going to drop on that Dust Noir, and I'm certain Miss Exile's going to start going for those Quiver Dances. Quiver Dance is a popular move for this league. It should just be called the Pokemon Quiver Dance League. So the stats start increasing for Lilligant. It's Feeling Fresh now, as the name suggests. Hurt by the poison while Dust Noir gets leftovers back. OzzyAndAli switch out the Dust Noir into the Electivire, take some rock damage. Giga Drain going to come out, finish off that Electivire though. And it's going to put Lilligant back up to high health from all of the health it lost thanks to the poison. They bring the Dust Noir back out. Miss Exile goes for another Quiver Dance, knowing Dust Noir's still got to wake up yet. Still fast asleep, not doing any favours for OzzyAndAli right now. Lilligant gets hurt by the poison, goes for the Giga Drain, doesn't finish off this Dust Noir though, but keeps its health up even though it is poisoned. Hurt by that poison again. Giga Drain's going to finish off the Dust Noir now. Doesn't look good for OzzyAndAli at the moment. Drapion comes, hasn't had much luck with his Paralyzed, hurt by the rocks. Giga Drain comes out, even though it's resisted, the stats just do too much damage. Poison Jab, though, finishes off that Lilligant. That is a hard hitting Drapion, but now it has to deal with the Durant. Goes for the X Scissor, finishes off that Drapion, and it leaves OzzyAndAli just with the Poliwrath. Hurt by the rocks now. Going for the Focus Punch. Mixxyzle went for the Hone Claws though. Focus Punch going to come out, finish off the Durant. Leaves Mixxyzle with 3 Pokemon. Blondie's going to come. I'm not sure what OzzyAndAli can do against this Yuxi. He gets paralyzed, sets up a substitute though so it can get a free Focus Punch off now. Goes for the, starts tightening its focus for the Focus Punch. Psychic going to take away the substitute. Focus Punch going to come out, does 25% damage. That's where you kind of need the one that makes you confused. I don't remember what it's called. Ice Punch going to come though, doesn't do much damage. It's pretty much all over here for OzzyAndAli as the Psychic comes out from the Yuxi, finishes off the Poliwrath, and the win goes to Mixxyzle, and as a result, PairOfExiles. So let's have a look at the table. That puts us into joint first place with everyone else, including Hoodlums Crafty, Numnexus and Colour Death, and keeps OzzyAndAli down at the bottom with 6 points. We hope you can join us for the next match, guys, which is going to be Arctic Lightning versus the King Nappy. But until then, guys, take care. Bye-bye.